What this guy see from the sidelines. Hit it, Mac.
He's traded sleep for tennis elbow and Bob for high school kids.
That's John Klingler.
But he's still the best in the business down there on the sidelines.
Let's go to the sideline. There's Josh Klingler.
It's Watson. Yeah, twice tonight. Justin Watson gets the big play. Jalen Watson gets the big play.
Here's Chiefs Radio Network sideline reporter Josh Klingler with Fescoe and Dusty on your home for Chiefs football. 96.5 The Fan.
That's right. It's a Monday, 8:30. That means our guy, Josh Klingler, joins us. And, before he does, Kling, I think we saw a really good game from Patrick Mahomes. I mean...
Hey, man, what did you make of Mahomes yesterday? Was that his best performance ever?
What say you, Josh Klingler? Was that his best performance ever or best performance since when?
Yeah, I was trying to think of since when, because I thought yesterday he was amazing. Like, just kind of completely in command, kind of put the ball wherever he wanted to, seemingly had everybody open at some point in time as he went through his progressions. I thought he was terrific yesterday. And, there's a lot of games where you kind of look, and Pat does his thing and you kind of move on and you take it for granted a little bit. But I thought yesterday he was spectacular. Now, granted, Baltimore was decimated on defense, as you guys have been talking about with the injuries, but I don't think it takes away from what they were able to diagnose and dial up and get to offensively yesterday. I thought it was pretty good. I don't know the win, but it's been a while since I think I've seen him play like that.
I think for me it was the Bears game, Taylor's first game in Kansas City, Josh, a couple of years ago. That when they put up 41, that to me is the last wow moment.
Did we even watch that game? I don't remember. I thought everybody was looking towards the stand.
We were watching Taylor most of the time, yeah.
I think I was watching the photographers shoot pictures. Try to shoot a picture of the field and then turn around and shoot like 10 photos to the suite. Yeah. So, and then figure out if she was in that popcorn machine. But yeah, I mean, I thought that the way that they got the ball around the field. I think Xavier Worthy's presence obviously helped with that regard, made that offense look a lot smoother. But I thought Patrick was fully in command. I thought the offensive line did a good job of keeping him clean, and that's what this offense can be if all the parts are running as they should.
Yeah, and Xavier Worthy, man, he's just that's what we should have saw in Brazil on week 1.
Yeah, and I asked Juju Smith-Schuster about it after the game, and I thought, okay, well, I probably won't get this answer because this feels like a you're not in their answer. This is a 10,000-foot answer. But like his presence makes it different, right? And he's shaking his head and said, absolutely. So it opens up everything. They have to respect the deep presence. You get a change in the safeties. It just opens up the field and unlocks a lot of things that they're trying to do. So not that it's down to one player for this offense, but one player can really make a difference in unlocking things. And then obviously they target him a lot too. They weren't shy about getting him the football yesterday, but just his presence is one thing, and then also his productivity when he's getting the ball is another.
Yeah, when you look at productivity and getting the ball, obviously we used to see in Travis Kelce, number 87 on the field, getting 6, 7, 8 catches a game, 115. But yesterday was a nice, methodical, veteran style of play. Did you see a lot of that yourself? Like as you watch the game develop, Kling, when you're saying, all right, this is what we need to see from the tight end in year 13.
Yeah, that's why I felt like it kind of just dawned on me like I feel like it's okay for Travis Kelce to just be a normal NFL tight end right now. He doesn't have to be the super tight end that we've had. Mm-hmm. That he's towards the tail end of his career. Just get him the ball and get 7 yards, or get him the ball on third down and get a first down. He knows how to get himself in space. He's probably not going to break away a lot of times, although we did see him have the long touchdown already this season. But if he's just the guy that works the middle of the field and gets you chunks, that's absolutely fine. It doesn't have to be a back-breaking, 20, 30-yard play all the time. Just give me 7. Just be a regular NFL tight end, and I think within this offense, that's going to be good enough. And then there are going to be times where Patrick finds him as the security blanket. I think he threw a couple really good plays to him yesterday again where he just knows where Travis is at and can do those types of things. But I don't know that you have to put everything on him. I think there'll be certain games where he'll be more of a factor. But if he's just a regular tight end that gets open, middle of the field, gets first downs at this stage in his career, I think that's more than okay.
Yeah, I think you're absolutely right about that, especially when you have Worthy and then Rice coming back. And yesterday we saw Brashard Smith kind of stepping up a little bit. It was fun to see him get involved in the offense.
Yeah, and it sounded like that was kind of a portion of practice last week, that it was like more and more. You saw like a little sprinkle of it last week when they kind of gave him, one of the Worthy, I guess, end-arounds that Worthy's getting back now, clearly, because he's really good at doing that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But just using him kind of more and more. He wasn't in on the first kickoff, and I thought, okay, that means he's probably going to get a few more looks on offense, and he has. His ability to split out, I think it's been good. So, no, you're continuing to add pieces. Worthy is if Worthy stays healthy and Rice comes back, you've seen Tyquan Thornton now not just be a vertical threat, but be able to run other routes and get himself in position and be a guy in the red zone. That's a lot of pieces to get the football to. So it's going to be fun to watch them do that. I think the offense is going to be just fine. Give the quarterback enough time. He's going to have enough parts to be able to get the football to.
Yeah, you look at yesterday's game with Lamar Jackson exiting the game due to what they said was a hamstring injury. You're obviously down there. It was wrapped up, ice pack, whatever on it. Was that more so like it didn't feel right, or this one's over, white flag, Cooper Rush, go finish up the slot pit?
That's what it felt like to me. And then the coach's cryptic answers after the game.
Yep.
I don't think John Harbaugh really helped the situation. It was weird, guys, because, one, no one saw what happened. Suddenly he's just sitting on the bench, and he's sitting on the bench by himself, no trainers around, no players are talking to him. He's just sitting. At one point in time, Harbaugh did finally come over, but I was kind of just watching him and the interactions, and no one was around him. And suddenly Cooper Rush is up and with the first-team offense, and he's out there. And it was weird. Like, okay, did he have a mystery hamstring? Did they pull the plug? It didn't seem like they really pulled the plug, that he might have pulled the plug, which is indeed interesting. I'm not going to, make proclamations that he did this or did that, but I think it's a situation to watch, and I'm guessing it will be around the NFL, especially after the game when John Harbaugh says, I don't know when he got injured. I don't know the extent of the injury, and I don't know if he could have come back in if it was close. What? Like, help the guy out a little bit if you're trying to defend him. So I think it's one of many questions the Ravens are going to have to answer. Obviously, they have more questions than Lamar Jackson. Their injury situation is a mess, and their defense wasn't good before the injuries, let alone what's going to happen after the injuries. And then, give credit once again to the Chiefs defense. I thought the week before, Detroit's second half defense against the Ravens was masterful in the way they shut that thing down. Chiefs took some of that and amplified it as well. And I thought the first drive went down the field and Chiefs do what they do, made the adjustment, shut things down from then on out, and did just a really, really good job in slowing things down. I mean, you held that Ravens team to essentially 13. That last touchdown was kind of a busted breakaway, right? But even 20 points for what this Ravens offense has been doing this season is a terrific job by the Chiefs defense, limiting damage, at least for the most part, but then also just dialing it up and shutting things down, getting keys, sacks, tip passes, turnovers now too. I like where this defense is going. They'll continue to be underappreciated while we magnify whether or not the offense is going great or not so great.
Yeah, they're always underappreciated. When did you smell weed the first time yesterday?
This is a second game in a row where I don't. Maybe it's just too commonplace now. I don't know. Used to get the definitive whiff down the stand at some point during the game, but no, I don't. It's been a couple games in a row. Otherwise, or I've just become immune to it. I don't know. Maybe
I figured you'd smell a lot of weed once the announcement was the Chargers lost to the Giants yesterday.
Yeah, that wasn't so bad. It is funny though when you're in stadium because I felt like everybody kind of knew, but they wait for it. They wait for the highlight. It's almost like bated breath, and they show it, and then the place goes crazy. But I'm like, didn't everybody see the score already come through? I mean, I was kind of burned. It's great though. We're scoreboard watching in like week 4.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, it does make it kind of fun because it spent the whole noon to 3 block doing pregame and watching Red Zone, and keeping an eye on teams that could affect the Chiefs. It's kind of a fun way to go because a lot of times it's front running, right? Or teams are going to have to catch a Chiefs. This is kind of fun, at least for a little bit. I'd rather reel the Chargers in sooner rather than later, though.
And Dave Tobe nailed this one in the pregame, huh?
I mean, Dave Tobe with Dayton Hughes in the pregame says, one team's going to walk out of here 1-3, and it ain't going to be us. I was like, wow, Tobe. It was pretty early in the pregame. Even Dayton kind of lit up. He goes, yeah. He goes, I couldn't believe when he said it. That was kind of amazing. So I think they were pretty fired up that they weren't going to let this one get away. But yeah, we need more Dave Tobe pep talks. Apparently
so. Who knew?
Before we let you go, Kling, I know we're running on against the clock here, but I do want to ask this because it's part of our topic on the other side. Do you think that the phasing out of Isaiah Pacheco is beginning?
I think it's kind of the hot hand, and well, whatever hot hand means. But I think they probably have a plan for both. But boy, neither seem to really be engaged in what's going on in the run game. Hard to break off any long runs. Just give me like a 15-yarder, somebody,
Not named Worthy or Mahomes.
Yeah, it's just seemingly really difficult to find any space in running. Now, hopefully, maybe Xavier Worthy opens things up where you're getting the ability to run a little bit more. I don't know. I couldn't tell in New York if Pacheco was mad or he's obviously got a lot of family at that game and he was running out to get his family, but he jetted off the field in New York 2 games ago. And I thought, well, that was kind of weird. He ran it 10 times, but maybe he felt like he needed to get more carries in that. But it just looks like it's going to be kind of a split deal. I mean, it's been about 50-50 every time. So, and then who knows if Brashard Smith gets a few extra looks, we'll see. But I still think that, they're looking for a dynamic type, either runner or guy that can catch passes. And yeah, it looks like Kareem Hunt fits a little bit of that mold more, and certainly Brashard Smith does if they're able to get him more involved in the pass game.
No doubt. Like Henry Lake once said, you got to ride the hot guy, if I'm quoting that correctly. Kling?
And stay for all the games. Don't do what Henry did, because 11 years ago tomorrow night, he left early.
Hey, when you go to Jacksonville to do the sideline reporting for the Chiefs Radio Network, make sure you get a Camel Rider sandwich. They say it's popular in Jacksonville. You'll let us know, I guess.
At the stadium or somewhere else?
Somewhere in Jacksonville.
Their cuisine.
Yeah, it's their food, man. So we need a full rapport.
A Camel Rider sandwich?
Camel Rider. Stuffed pita.
Camel.
Yeah, stuffed pita bread.
Oh, that makes it better.
Yeah.
Smash.
Camo or camel? I didn't know.
One.
I didn't.
Either one.
Okay,
Pita skies when you eat it. Kling, we'll talk to you next
look
Monday,
for it.
same time.
See you guys.
Later.